Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's our first stream of the summer streaming session. We are not in the new studio yet. That will happen next month. But I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. We are going to start right off here with some news that broke about maybe a little over an hour ago now. The House today approved a measure creating an independent commission to investigate the January 6th Capitol attack. The bill passed with 252 votes for and 175 votes against, with 35 Republicans voting with the Democrats. There was applause when Nancy Pelosi made the announcement. As the vote closed, the measure will now head to the Senate, where it will either pass or not pass. The future is very much uncertain. So our next story of the night is kind of a fun one, or kind of a funny one, I should say. So late night beachgoers in Alabama saw strange packages wash ashore on Monday night. The packages in total contained 31 kilos of cocaine. It is rare, but we have something like this generally happen once every year, once every other year, but certainly nothing, like this amount, Sergeant Jason Woodruff of Gulf Shores Police said to WALA of Alabama. They are a Fox affiliate in Alabama. But let's get into really one of the main stories here tonight, and that is about Aurubis Buffalo. Aurubis Buffalo was fined $240,000 for violating federal pollution law. This was first reported by ABC's local station WKBW. Channel 7 obtained federal data showing multiple companies violated pollutant laws that are decades old. The federal government has classified two Buffalo businesses, the Aurubis Buffalo brass and copper manufacturing plant off Military Road and Harbor Place Marine Sales on Niagara Street, as significant violators of laws enforced by the EPA. The records reveal violations of two federal laws on pollution: the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act of 1976 and the Clean Water Act of 1977. Aurubis Buffalo handles about 2,500 pounds of hazardous waste per month, documents stated, and is considered by state regulators to be a large quantity generator, which means it is subject to additional regulations. Multiple serious violations from 2016 to 2020, were reported, including the inspector, which stated in DEC documents that workers did not properly label a 250-gallon tote of hydraulic acid as hazardous waste and failed to provide records regarding the proper training of employees to handle hazardous waste. In April of 2018, they failed to report the release of 60,000 gallons of sodium hydroxide water waste, DEC records showed. And twice in 2020, more than 100 gallons of sulfuric acid spilled on factories' concrete floor, including an estimated 85 gallons that washed into the storm drain, into our water supply. That's insanity. We'll definitely keep an eye on that one moving forward and see what else we can find. Now, our last story of the night here is about the Mormon Church, or as it is properly called, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Business Insider first reported the church's massive gains of the GameStop frenzy. Insight Peak Advisors, which is the secretive $100 billion investment arm of the church, bought 46,000 shares in GameStop in the fourth quarter of 2020. Its stake ballooned from under $900,000 in value to over $8.7 million in the first 3 months of this year. That's a lot of money. That's a huge, huge gain. And Insight also got into the Tesla craze as well, growing its split adjusted stake in Elon Musk's company by about 3,500% to 467,000 shares over the course of last year. And it bolstered its position by another 39%, bringing its total up to about 650,000 shares last quarter. Now, they made a lot of money on those GameStop shares. Now, I hope as a church, they go out, they do the right thing. They put that money to charity. They give it to the homeless. They should do the right thing. That's what I'm hoping. Now, will that happen? Given their track record, probably not. But the hope is with that money, they will go and do something with it. We're going to look into that, but we do know that is a branch that is taxed. They pay taxes on this branch, but it to me just seems immoral to let churches make this much money. I don't understand it. Like, how are churches allowed to profit and be for profit? I've always wondered that. But that's a conversation for another time. We want to keep this short so people can tune in and rewatch. Thank you guys very much for watching our first stream, our first fast news really of the summer. And I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.
Smart Sound.